Hi everyone, so today we are going to play with the new Diamond Press interactive kit with the Bat Flyer. It's a card kit and then there are refills. So they did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all I paid is on my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So if you guys remember, a few months ago they had put out a butterfly flyer kit, and this is very similar, but it's a little bat and just looks so sweet. So let's open this up. So this is the basic kit if you want to pick this up. Of course you can pick up the Bat Flyer refill and put them in any card, which is really fun too. But this one comes with stamps and dies and all kinds of cute things to decorate the front of your card, and then you have your little Bat Flyer to include on the inside. So these are the mechanism pieces that you'll need for each bat. And I'm sorry, at the moment I don't know how many of each are in there, but I'll have the links like I said, and it'll tell you there exactly how many are in there. And then we have the wings. So let me show you kind of what we're looking for. We're looking to put the wings on and put the little stuff on here, like the face too. Let me see. Yeah. And then a rubber band, we're going to twist it up, and then when you place it in the card, when your recipient opens it, it kind of flies out there. Kind of spins out. It's just like spinning, so that's what makes the flying action. But yeah, we have their little heads, and then our pieces here for the wings. Really, really cute. Let me open this up. Clearly we're going to use these in just a minute, but I just wanted to show you that they are like a thinner paper, so that they fly really well. And so when you have them put together, just make sure you're separating them out. Like right here, there was 3 of them, and it looks like it was 1. But there are 3. 1, 2, it's here. Hold on. That way you have the right amount. So, you see that? So just a heads up, so you want to check on those and make sure you're getting 1, even though it feels like it is 1. Just make sure. And we have those pieces, and then we have the rubber bands. And these are the cute pieces to make your card front, or however you want to use it. Oops, sorry guys. Oh my gosh. Love their haunted houses. Look how cute this is. And then it has a little die to go with it, which is always great. So you can make, build up a scene, or you can cut the pieces out after you've colored them in, however you want to work with them there. We have our little tree, and the tree also has a die, and then a full moon, and then our ghosties. Look how cute, the little bat and the pumpkins. Oh, a couple little ghosts, and then we have the dies for everything, which is really great. And I love this little fence. Oh, when did I put this aside? I didn't notice. I was like, okay, so we have a stamp there for the fence. Bigger ghost. Oh, the witch and her little shadow. I love that, or like a shadow kind of look. Again, has a die for that too. And then have a spectacular Halloween, happy haunting, ghostly greetings, you're spooktacular. So if you look at the instructions, really they're about assembling the bat. And on the back it just says here, to embellish your card however it is that you would like. Showing you some of the pairing ups of the stamps and the dies. And then, you pop your little bat in there. Guys, before I get too far, I was already wrapping it up like I normally say. I'm going to grab some papers, but we have the refill kit. So again, it's just more of the bat and the mechanisms and all those things that you would need to create many, many more. I'll have the info there as far as how many more are included in the refill kit. Alright guys, so let me grab some papers and things and we will get started. Okay, so I have this piece of stamping or marker paper here, and it's just some Crafter's Companion very smooth cardstock. I'll have a link for that too. I happen to pick that up on HSN also. And we have, sorry about that, people decided to start being loud, and I hear a blower too, so I'm going to just go ahead and stamp the things I want to stamp, and just some black hybrid ink, so if I decide to use alcohol ink markers or whatever I want to use, it'll be fine. I'm using a stamp positioner because I like to do that, and I'll just cut different things that I think I might use. Give them some room for the dies, so like I'll put that little guy there, and this little ghost over here, and this guy. So I'll just stamp whatever it is that I need to stamp, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay guys, so I just stamped that with a hybrid ink. That way if I change my mind, I can use water-based inks, alcohol ink markers, however, it doesn't matter. They work with both. And I think what I'm going to do is, just real quick, I always show, whenever you have like a little ghost or something that's going to be kind of just white, I like to use gray or light blue, but very light color, and just add a little something so it looks like they have a little something going on. So this is Cool Gray Light from the first die and press marker set, and I'm just going to put it like on the little bottom area like here. You know, just a little something. And that's it. I'll color the tree in a little bit brown, and I think I'm going to color the house a little bit purple because that's what I like. So, very simple. Maybe some green too. Like some bright green. I might get the green out of the second kit. Let me see what this green looks like. It's light and medium. Yeah. Okay, we can use this one. So maybe I'll make the house mostly purple, and then I'll just color like this area green. Then I'll come in and accent with a little bit of a darker green, but not everything. I'm just going on the sides here. I don't even know if I'm going to blend that back through. I think I like the way that looks. Yeah, I think I like the way that looks, so I'm going to leave it just like that. And then maybe for the inside window, we'll do like a orange color. So it looks like it's lit up on the inside. Do orange or yellow? Let me see what this yellow looks like. Okay, oh, you know what? I was supposed to let that ink dry a little bit longer. Some hybrid inks, they tell you right on there, like they have to be dry for it to be alcohol ink proof. So I actually waited just a little bit longer on that one. Okay, and I'll do that, make everything else purple, whatever I think it needs to be green, and I'll be back. Okay, really fun. I love the way I made it kind of like, just real playful. So I'm gonna stamp, actually before I stamp, what am I doing? I have a scrap piece of paper here. I am going to use this Distress ink, and again, just make like a mottled background, and I'm gonna cut the little, I guess it's not really a moon, so I'm gonna make it orangey, but like sun. I don't know, I like the orange look, so I'm just gonna come in here and just make a little mess as big as that, basically. That looks good. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of water like I like to do and soak that up. Okay, I put my spray bottle, here it is. I want quite a bit of that. And then I'm just going to soak it up. So I'll wait for that to dry just a little bit. I am going to go ahead and use the circle. I don't have to. I mean, I could just cut it with the die, but since everything else has like an added, you know, line around it, I really like for this to also put like right, where do I want it? There maybe. Okay, and I'm also going to stamp that. Aw, cute. Okay, I will let that dry and I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take the dies that we need and just cut our little guys out. Again, if you want to make apertures, you can do that. I'll probably make one for the tree, just because that one has all the little branches and things that I want to make sure I have right. But for this guy, like, I'll just eyeball that. I can see that pretty well. And again, if you want to take your marker and just go around everything with like a gray or a light blue, just to put a little line around it, so when you go to cut it, it just kind of fades back. But I'm going to leave the white edge for this time around for this project, so put that there, and I'm just gonna cut those out. So as far as making aperture, what I mean, I'll show you real quickly. It's like I'll take this and a scrap piece of paper, we can use this one, or I guess maybe I should use this white paper over here, but that's okay. And I'll cut it a little bit bigger than what I need. take that and just hinge it in some way, like maybe here. And your new kit, of course, came with a new cutting folder. I always like to use my older ones until I cannot use them anymore, which is really hard for me to get to. They just keep working. But what we're looking for is this part to get taken out. We don't need that. And you just made an aperture that's hinged. So all you're going to do is look right through it and you can see exactly where your die is going to cut. And so you just kind of line it up where it is that you think, like right there looks really, really, really great. And I would put it down. I'm going to do this again off camera because I'm going to cut this out first, move this away. And then you would just tape it down really well so it doesn't move, like tape it down to the paper underneath or on here. Run it through and it'll be perfectly cut. So I'm going to cut everything out and I'll be right back. Okay guys. So I eyeballed everything, I made the aperture for the tree, and then that's it. So I have a card base here, just a standard A2 size card. I have a piece of, aw, that's cute too, but I have a piece of kind of like Halloween paper cut to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to stick that right down, and then, oopsie, got a little glue on my hand. And then I'll see about how I want to design the front of the card, and then we'll put together a little flyer to go inside. Pop on a sentiment, possibly. Oh my goodness, there we go. So if we had this little guy here, of course our little moon or something can go back here somewhere. Just trying to think about how I want to put these guys together. We have a tree we can put in. I don't know if it needs to go in the front. So let me just kind of arrange what I want to do, because I just cut a bunch of things, not really having a plan, because you know how I do. And I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm going to do something like this. So I'm going to put the tree kind of spooky behind everything. So let me see how I want to do this. I like this guy exactly where he is, so I'm going to glue that down for a second. Put some glue here. And I'm having it kind of just stick out from behind the house. I think that's fun. Some glue on our little house here. Before I really stick everything down, just kind of eyeball that, and then that way our sentiment has room. It's down at the bottom, down at the, over at the top, however, wherever you want to put it. I'm just putting mine here. Cute. I'm going to pop this guy up. So I'll probably do that after we do everything else, because I'm going to use 3D glue gel, and I don't want it to get messed up while I'm waiting for it to dry. And then we have some other little cute. Maybe he's coming out from behind the house a little bit. And then this little guy over here, I'll glue him down too. Okay, so that is our card front until I choose a sentiment. Let me get the pieces that we're going to need for our bats. So there's left wings, right wings, and at the bottom there's also left and right, and then we're going to need one of each of these pieces and a little head and a rubber band. So I'm going to choose one from each little bag and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our card. So for assemble bat, which was actually the first step, I did the card first, but this is easy to do. It's actually going to be like this. So if you look at the picture, just kind of make them so that it looks like your picture. So you have the little tabs kind of inside like this. And it says you need 2 top wings, 2 bottom. Apply adhesive to backside of wings as shown. Wrap tabs around black plastic pieces as shown. So I'll do the top and the bottom. So and see, you know, it goes like this. But what we're gonna do is turn this over. I'm gonna put some adhesive on here. I am gonna use a wet glue, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry a little bit. But if you're using a glue runner, it'll be a little bit different for you. And let's see here. And I'm just going, there's like a little notch there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to go on the other side of that notch and glue this on. And again, I'm going to hold it for a little bit. So basically just making sure that that stick is right on that line. And I guess we could just score it just so you can see what I'm talking about. There's a score line there. Okay, I'm going to hold this one for a second. And if you want it to look like the picture, I suppose we can make it look like the picture. It's something like this. Okay, I think I'm ready for the next one. Again, glue on the back. They have plenty of pictures here for you, so it's really good of like each and every step there. Again, same as I did before. I'm putting on this side. I'm going to hold it down, and what I'm saying is, in this picture, hopefully you can kind of see it, it's the same thing. Every step has an image, so that's good. This is the top ones. And this bottom one, this guy goes facing down, kind of like this. The little point is down. And so let's just turn these over. I'm going to turn them over. I'll score them a little bit just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And we'll put some glue on there. Now here, there's also like a little score mark. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we're just going to split that difference. So put it right in here where it goes. And on that score line, just fold it over. I kind of went a little bit higher than here and it kind of split the difference of this to this. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I'll do the same thing on this side, put a little glue and add this guy, just like this, so I can hold them both at the same time since I'm using a wet glue. And I'll be right back. So that's what C looks like. On D, I'm going to go ahead and turn them over just so it looks the same. And what they're saying is take this little slot, or this little hook, and put it in this slot right here. And so that's all we're going to do. Pop. Just goes in there, and then it's going to have a twisty action in just a minute. And E is to hook the rubber band around both hooks twice so that the rubber band is doubled up and set aside. So the last time I did this, I had done one and then rehooked it, but I think what I'm going to do is start off with two. Try not to get it too twisted up, and you can see I had it kind of like this, but if you let it go, let it kind of naturally do its thing. And I'm going to grab this on the bottom hook first, because this one I can manipulate a little bit. So if you pop it in down here first, it'll be a little easier. So we're just going to get this guy in here. Usually if you give yourself some tension, it's easier to get rubber bands in somewhere, but there we go. So it's already twice. And then this guy, since I can manipulate it, I'm going to have it stick out right here. Turn it a little bit so I can hook onto there. Alright, so that's already done twice. Super easy. And then it says to go ahead and glue the little face on, so I'll take a moment to do that right now. And I'm going to let that dry for a good while because that is plastic. So plastic and wet glue takes a good while to dry. But I'm just going to pop this on here. Oh my gosh. So cute. Look at him. Adorable. Okay, I'm going to give this a good little while to dry because I know when I spin it and I'll let it go, this might come off. So we'll be back. You know what? While this is drying, we'll do our sentiment. I'm just going to use, I think, Happy Haunting, and I'm just going to use this piece here. Cute. And use Stamp Positioner. I'm going to get my VersaFine ink, nice and juicy, and I'm just going to stamp it in black. I think my positioner needs a little oiling. Gorgeous, look at that. Lovely. So all I'm going to do with this is just cut it straight across, you know, just a rectangle, and then I'm going to mat it on top of this really bright orange, and when I come back, I'll have that done. Just using a guillotine or a trimmer. Okay. So when I cut that, it was about 1 inch. Sorry, about 3/4 of an inch by 4. So I cut that down to about that, and then I cut this to 1 inch by 4 1/4-ish. And that way I'll just layer this on here using a wet glue and splitting the difference. I always kind of just eyeball where I'm placing it and put that, and then I'll pop that up in just a minute. So we have that piece, and let's see if my little glue's still a little bit wet. I can see that. So I'll be back. Let's put this to the side before we glue everything down. And it says to spin this about 25 times. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be right back once I spun it. about 20-25 times. Just get it good and tight that way. Oh look, I made it so that these move, so that's actually pretty cool. That way you know when you open it up it has plenty of stored up energy. I said I'll be right back, but you know I've been chatting and I actually lost my count. So let's just try that. Okay, I'm gonna take these things off. Put this little guy in our card very carefully, very carefully. I'm gonna set him down this way. Basically his body's kind of tucked in there. Alright guys, moment of truth. So, I always anticipate like getting freaked out, but okay, let's say it's in the envelope, your friend, you know, opens it up, oh how sweet, and then they open this guy. So cute! Let me do it again. I'm gonna wrap, and I'll be right back. Just want to show you, honestly, it's easier if you do this, but I just didn't want to hurt his little head, so I was twisting him from down here, but it's easy to just use your finger and wrap. Oh, how sweet! I love him! So cute. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Again, I'll have the links both for the card kit, for the refills. You know, refills you can pop into any cute stuff that you already have going on with your Halloween cards, but I'm going to stick this down with some 3D glue gel. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. I'm going to put this like at a fun angle, sticking out the top. Why not? And I'll have links in the description box. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now. How cute.